welcome to a brand new episode of Coming Distractions brought to you by the Nerdpocalypse podcast. I'm your host, Jay. I'm here with my co-host, Carrie.
What's up?
All right, guys, we're back. This episode, we're going to discuss the newly released Dumbo live-action reimagining from Disney. Carrie, you got to see this.
Yeah.
What did you... Well, okay. I guess give people the premise if they... Spoiler alert for Dumbo.
So, I mean, I think it's worth noting the original Dumbo, the animated film from 1941, is only like an hour long. It's one of Disney's shortest single features.
Okay.
It's like 61 minutes. It's really quick. This is like almost 2 hours long.
That's too long.
Yeah, so it's a lot of expansion and adding on and whatnot.
Right.
But basically, the basic premise is sort of there as far as like Dumbo's baby elephant with big ears and he learns how to fly and he becomes the star of the circus. That is still there. But on top of that, you have this like human layer where you have the runner of the family circus where Dumbo was born. And the circus is struggling, and Colin Farrell's character, like, just got back from the war, and he's missing an arm now, and also his wife died while he was gone, and now he has to take care of his 2 kids.
Good Lord.
And then the circus gets bought out by V.A. Vanderveer, who's the Michael Keaton character, who's basically a business Beetlejuice.
Okay.
And
this all sounds very strange.
And basically, it's sort of culminates with the circus being bought out and being transferred into a theme park, and then things go awry when they realize that Dumbo's mother, who had been sold, is now being held as a separate attraction at this theme park and whatnot. It's a lot. There's a lot going on in this movie.
Yeah, it sounds like it. From your tone, I feel like that means you were not cool with all that going on. That's a yes.
It was just too much. Like, this is a movie having an identity crisis about itself.
Okay.
It's not sure. Does it want to be about Dumbo the flying elephant? Does it want to be about the Danny DeVito character? Does it want to be about the Colin Farrell character? Does it want to be about his kids? Does it want to be about the hubris of man? Does it want to be about late stage capitalism? Does it want to be about environmentalist and animal rights, whatnot? Like, it's all this sort of stuff just sort of being like very awkwardly like ham-handed into a single movie.
So this is a movie I'm not going to see.
Yeah, here's the thing. That all being said, I still think this is Tim Burton's best work since Sweeney Todd.
I would argue that's not hard.
Yeah, it's a lot. Now, visually, it's stunning. Like, there's a lot of very pretty things to look at visually in this movie. They made the elephant very cute.
Yeah, the trailer, I mean, he looked pretty adorable.
Yeah, he's super cute. I would die for that elephant. Like,
I feel like the plush sales for this elephant are going to go through the roof.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm sure that's basically what they're counting on.
So I guess my question to you is, with all of these live action remakes of these classic Disney stories, does this movie, because of its identity crisis, and maybe it's because of the shortness of the original, right? Like, you got to stretch it out. Does this make you weary of the future adaptations like Lion King and Aladdin?
No,
or
mostly because, like, looking at the trailers for Aladdin and Lion King, which were the 2 ones coming out later this year, it's clear that they are sticking truer to the source material. And I don't think that straying from the source material is necessarily a bad thing, particularly in the case of Dumbo, which had so much room to expand upon.
Right, you don't have but so much.
But I think, I don't think that it was true enough to the source material. What people remember about the original Dumbo, besides the racist-ass crows, which are not present in this in any semblance.
Not seeing it. I wanted to see that. I wanted to see them try to tap dance, no pun intended,
like,
around that situation.
I kept looking for, like, a crow. There's not a crow to be seen in this movie. There's not even crows in the background.
That would have actually been really funny, of like them trying to like figure out a way to maneuver it and make it acceptable. They're like, nah, fuck that.
No. But like the baby mine sequence where Dumbo visits his mother after she's been locked away, and it's very sad and heartfelt, and it's like, it's one of those things where it's like, it doesn't matter who you are, like, you're gonna have a feel at that.
Yeah.
And they abbreviate that scene so severely in the live action. It's like she gets locked away, she attacks one of the animal handlers and gets locked away, labeled a mad elephant, and Dumbo goes to visit her, and you're like, oh, like, here it comes. And then, like, as soon as you're, like, right about to have, like, that good feeling, the scene is over. And I'm just like,
damn.
Really? We're going to abbreviate that?
Here's a picture of Colin Farrell without an arm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, it's... The original Dumbo is a story about animals. Like, all of the animals talk and whatnot. They don't talk at all in this.
Oh, interesting. That's interesting.
Like, Timothy Q. Mouse is basically an afterthought. Like, you see a cute little white mouse in a marching band outfit.
Oh, really?
That's it.
Wow, because that's kind of a bit, I mean, not a huge character, but like a pretty big character in the original. Yeah.
So they turned a story about animals into a story about humans, and I think it's far worse off for it. Okay. Visually, it's cool. If you have kids, they'll probably like it. There's a lot of things to look at. Okay. It's got, like... It has, like, flashes of brilliance. Alan Arkin shows up. He's good in everything. And so, like, putting him and Danny DeVito and Michael Keaton in the same room together, just give me, like, an extra 45 minutes of that. And I would have been a lot happier, but...
Yeah, this movie could have just had Michael Keaton in it, talking to an elephant, and I would have seen it.
Yeah.
Like, that would have been enough. Mm-hmm. What's your score if you have to give one?
Like a 2.5.
Okay.
Maybe.
So
like,
just kind of...
Just...
Right down the middle.
Very okay. Like, I wasn't mad that I watched it, but I wouldn't go see it again.
Okay. Well, there you go. 2.5 out of 5 for Dumbo, and we'll see you guys next time.
Thanks.
Bye.
You're watching the Nerdpocalypse YouTube channel. Make sure you click that button to subscribe and check out our weekly podcast where we talk about movie, TV, news, tech, and weird stories from around the internet.